Business Networking International. We are excited, and we have extremely good news. We had a launch last week, and the launch was extremely exciting because we had 102 CEOs. And thanks my TikTok fans and viewers, I had about 10 of you who came for the meeting, and I think you enjoyed the meeting. A lot of business was exchanged. I think there's about 3 or 4 million that were exchanged through the members in that meeting. Now, the good thing is that this Wednesday, we have another exciting meeting. We are meeting again at Panari Hotel because of public demand. The people who say they missed out on the meeting, come on Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. There'll be a meeting. You'll meet now CEOs who are now members of Mercury who are ready to support you and grow your business. So the key people we're looking for architects, contractors, we're looking for quantity surveyors, we're looking for people in cleaning and many other categories. So come and be able to help yourself grow your business. Remember, we said during difficult times like now, right now, when we have difficult moments, it's important to be in a community because that community will be able to help you. Imagine in one meeting, we traded over 3 million people exchanging business and people opening up markets for each other. We had what is called a power team. People are focusing on what areas they can support each other. The CEOs who came there were very excited. They have built relationships. So if you're looking at growing your business this season, come to Mercury. Come to Panari Hotel, Mercury chapter. We're going to be meeting on Wednesday, and you can be able to see how people are growing and supporting each other. Once again, because BNI works, come and see how BNI works and grows each other. One of the focus is supporting business during using business relationship. Once again, Anthony Njoroge Njenga, come to BNI because BNI works. Community. We are forming a community in our channel. And the reason being, I've had so many of you who are saying they want to be able to be mentored by me, and maybe you want to be able to learn on how to grow a business. Remember, I have 25 years of business. I have seen everything in the market, and I've made a lot of mistakes. So for you to be able to want to grow to the next level, and of course, maybe sometimes you may not be able to join BNI because you're starting your business, because BNI, you probably pay a subscription fee. But now, because you're probably starting your own business, you're not left out. So what we're going to do, we're going to build a community. And this community will be for startups. You're starting your business, you have a thought of how you want to start a business, and you want someone to help you go to the next level. So we'll have peer-to-peer mentorship, and I'll also be mentoring you on how to grow your business. So, however, remember, nobody starts a business and you don't have a stake in it. You cannot expect to get value from any association without having for you to put a stake in it. So there's going to be a commitment. However, we are building a community. So if you're interested of being part of the community of Tony's community that's going to be able to help you be able to grow your business locally and internationally, and you are starting and you have an idea, join our community. If you go to my bio, there'll be a slot there for TMX community. Join the community. Just click there, join the community. I think there's a small charge, and the purpose of that is because we want serious people who want to grow their business. There is no businessman who cannot have enough money to learn. One of the things you have to do as a business owner is learning, because if you don't learn, you don't grow. So I encourage any business owner who wants to grow their business to be able to be part of that community. We'll be doing networking, online networking. We'll be doing peer-to-peer mentorship. We'll be able to help you be able to prepare for export. We'll be able to help you be able to be business ready, whether it's be able to help you set up your own website, set up your own social media, train you on how to be able to sell, do personal selling, use relationship marketing for selling. So when you're starting your business, of course, you need support. And to avoid you making the same mistakes I've made, you'll be able to be part of the team and going to be helping. So we're going to have a mentorship program for startups. Yeah, you're leaving Campo, you want to go into business, you don't want to just go and start, you don't want to go into employment, then that's a place for you. We're going to be able to help you be able to grow, and you'll be the next millionaire. Once again, Anthony Njoroge Njenga, we are building a community to support you so can be able to grow and make you a better person and be able to support the community and our country. Once again, please join the community. There's a mentorship program going on. So join the community, and we're going to be able to help you grow. Thank you and God bless. Cryptocurrency, we have TMX Gold Coin. Now, what I think I've always advised is that, do you know right now Bitcoin is selling at $70,000, one Bitcoin, and I've told you there'll be only 21 million Bitcoins throughout the world. It will never exceed. And the purpose for that, remember, like now the way there was a crash in the Middle East, there's a lot of things that happen in the Middle East. Right now, if you're invested in crypto, you don't even worry. What happens is you just move to another country and you just go and get your money. You don't have to worry about whether your money is safe because crypto does not depend on any government. You can draw the money from anywhere in the world. Now, I've told you Bitcoin is selling at $70,000, one Bitcoin. Now, where is the opportunity? I've told you there's a lot of opportunity in the crypto space. Now, if you're a young man and you want to be able to grow your business, you can invest even as little as $100 in the crypto space and still make money. You can stake, you can buy coins, various coins around the crypto space, and be able to start trading and look at the fluctuations of the crypto, buy and sell. It's a good opportunity rather than just sit and watch Netflix. It's a big opportunity. Crypto, it's a 4 trillion market and it keeps growing. Now, and I've told you during this season of AI, crypto is becoming a next big thing. Now we have a coin called TMX Gold Coin. Now, what is the opportunity for you as a person, as an individual? If you buy TMX Gold Coin, you get, of course, you get your own coins. That's one. Two, if you refer somebody to buy TMX Gold Coin, you get a commission. There's a referral commission for that, and we want to encourage you to be able to refer people so you can make passive income by selling TMX Gold Coin. That's one big opportunity for you, yeah. And two, you can also join the TMX community. Once you join the community, we train you on how to trade on crypto. Crypto is a big opportunity. It's bigger than even it's growing more because it's a global community. And remember, it's a peer-to-peer trading, and right now you need to be able to be learning on other avenues of making money rather than just using the normal shilling. Like now, for example, the shilling is a problem. The dollar is spinning down because of the issues of the fights in the Middle East. So look at the opportunity of investing in crypto. Yeah, you can invest in Ethereum, you can invest in various other currencies, but the opportunity is in TMX Gold Coin. The TMX Gold Coin is going for 0.005. If you refer somebody, you make money. And you can do that from home. You can build up, you can get your Campo guys, let them buy the coin. The coin is going to a minimum of even 500 shillings. You can buy a coin and then you get commission. If you get 10 people you're selling to, what means you make money. So if you want to grow your crypto space and you want to learn a lot about crypto, and there's a lot of opportunity to learn in cryptocurrency, go to my bios, click cryptocurrency, and you're going to be able to train you. We're running a masterclass on how you can be able to invest in crypto and grow your crypto space, because that's a 4 trillion market and it has no border. It has no border, and we are growing that economy like crazy. Once again, if you're looking at crypto as an area where you can be able to grow your business, go to my bio. There'll be a masterclass. We'll train you on how to stake. Remember, I told you you make more money if you're depositing money in crypto than even in the bank. The bank, they'll not give you interest if you're depositing 1,000 or 2,000 bob. But in the crypto space, you're depositing 3,000 shillings, you still get interest. So there's no better place to invest your money than crypto. Once again, Anthony Njoroge Njenga, invest in TMX Gold Coin. Thank you and God bless. War. There's war in the Middle East right now, and of course there's a big issue right now. The Middle East market is closed. In fact, we were just checking, and I was posting something on. We're seeing that most aircrafts are not going to Middle East. In fact, the Middle East area is almost closed. Now, what is the problem with that, especially for a Kenyan flour market and the tea market and all that? That market is closed. Now we are not exporting any flours into the Middle East. Yeah, and that whole area. That means the flour market has been affected now. But there's a big market abroad beyond Middle East. Yeah, you can be able to export flours to the African country. Like, for example, we have the African community. It's a big market. We have the European community. It's a big market. We need to look at other markets of where areas you can be able to export flours. Now, that presents a great opportunity. Now, if you still want to invest in the flour space, yeah, there's a big opportunity. I've told you we have a network of 340,000 members of BNI abroad. That's a community. If you need another market, talk to us. We'll be able to help you, be able to explore what other markets we have abroad. Yeah, so go to my bio and to click export, and then we can be able to help you be able to work on other markets other than the Middle East market, because tomorrow it could be another market, but you need to explore. We can take flowers to the US, we can take flowers to Asia, we can take flowers to other markets, and so look at those markets as a great opportunity for you, especially right now that Middle East is closed. It's closed for flowers, and I know we can't take our tea there, we can't take our coffee there, we can't take our flowers there. It's a big market for us, so we need to explore other markets, and let's work with us to be able to see how we can be able to help you be able to get other markets. But I've said you can use technology to be able to get new markets and explore. But if you want to help on how to be able to do that, go to my bio. There's a mentorship class on export. We can be able to work with you and help you be able to get other markets and see how you can be able to grow and also integrate into our network, because we have a huge network, and it's important to look at how the network can be able to support you. Once again, if you look at other markets other than the Middle East market when there is war, talk to us. We can be able to support you. TMX is there to support you and help you be able to explore other markets. And of course, this is a long-term plan. So you need to be able to be patient with us to be able to help you get you there. But you need to start now so that you don't get caught up again in the issue of war in the Middle East. Once again, Anthony Njoroge Njenga, we can support you in looking for other markets abroad. Thank you, and God bless. Did you know that we can be able to help you export your pet to another country? I have a client of mine who came to me just the other day, and they wanted to export. They have a pet they've loved for so long, and of course they got a job abroad. They've got a job in another country. So the issue is they needed to take their pet from Kenya to another country. So the process of taking a pet out of Kenya is a very expensive process. However, if it's something you love, and of course people have attached to their pets, there's a process. Once, of course, the cat has to go through a veterinary officer to get their certificate. We need to be able to apply through the government for it to get documentation. It needs to be checked. We need to be able to get permission from the country that is being exported. They need to be able to get permission. So we need to get an import permit. We need to be able to know how long will the pet be quarantined in Kenya or at the airport when it gets there. Does it need to be accompanied by the owner, or it can go as cargo? Mainly in other countries, mainly pets go like cargo, but it needs to be quarantined. So depending on the needs, the expectation of that country, we're able to prepare your pet. So if you want to move your pet from Kenya maybe or to another country, TMX can be able to help you. We've done that enough times. We've moved a cat, we've moved a dog, we moved pets from one country to another. But the process has to be handled by a professional. So even when if you're moving to the country it's going to, we need to be able to have a pet expert who's going to be able to help you be able to import. And that's what you can be able to help. But remember, we have a big network. We can be able to help you move your pet. So if you're looking at moving your pet from one country to another, and you have somebody who's an expatriate who's probably wants to bring their pet from maybe another country into Kenya, we can be able to help them, because when you're moving past, we move also the pet. So we can support you, and it's very easy for us to be able to help you move that. Thank you, and God bless. Did you know we have a lot of expatriates who are leaving America wanting to repatriate to Kenya? We have a lot of Black Americans, and they have their own network, and they have their own facility, and they have their meeting. They usually meet once a month. Yeah, and they're doing. There's a lot of Black Americans who are moving to Kenya now. If you're a Black American, you want to repatriate from Kenya, we can help you move your products. We can help you move your stuff from US to Kenya. I have one friend of mine who was doing that. They're moving from New York, and we are moving all their products from New York to Kenya. So what we do, we find a mover. Because of our network, find a mover in US who will help you pack your goods. When they pack your goods, and we send a container there, they pack your goods, and they put them properly. Then they come to to Mombasa. We do the clearing for you, and then we make sure we get to your house. We offload and pack. So you're moving your goods from one country to another. Now the beauty about that is that we'll be able to help you get exemptions if you're moving from maybe US to Kenya, and you're coming to be you're becoming a citizen. Or for example, you are a Kenyan and now you want to repatriate back to Kenya. We can help you move from any country. Yeah, we'll help you do the moving. So you don't have to worry. All you have to do is just send an email to us. And then once you send an email, we'll be able to make sure that we contact our network in any country, and then we make sure that the movement is very effective. We've done that in US, we've done that in even Tanzania. There are Kenyans who move from Tanzania to Kenya, and they don't want to buy new things, their personal items. We do that with guys who are moving from Uganda coming back to Kenya. We have guys who are moving from US coming to Kenya. We've done even students who are like now. I had a student who was training in UK, and so she wanted to move back to Kenya, and she had bought a lot of things. We helped her move from that country and brought her back to Kenya safely, and she got her exemptions, and it was very smooth. So if you're looking at moving, and or you have a contact for somebody who's moving from one country to another, there is no better person to do that for you than TMX, and we're here to support you and grow. Thank you, and God bless. Now, are you looking at making cash, money? And we've been hearing me talk about export, imports, all those things, and you're wondering, how can I plug in? Now, just let me give you statistics. Kenya is a net importer. We import more than we export. We import from China, we import from Malaysia, we import from Turkey. And most of the things we wear are imported. Now, how can you plug into that import market? Now, and you're a young man in any way you can make money. Now, we have been developing a program in TMX. And this program is to be able to help you as a person. If, for example, you get as a deal, maybe you've got somebody who's saying, I want to import something from abroad, and it's a client you know. You're not the one importing, but they are importing. And then then you need to come to us and tell us, I have a client. The things that you always have to ask them, do you have a packing list? Do you have an invoice? And then you come to us and tell us, this client wants to import now. Once we do the process for them, you'll have a commission. So we're offering a referral program where you get a commission for any client who imports through TMX, and you're the one who's brought the lead. So if you generate a lead for yourself, and I've told you, Kenyans, we import like crazy. If you go to River Road, whether it's a second-hand clothes, they're imported by Kenyans. If you go to Kikomba, all those bales are brought by Kenyans. So we import like crazy. Yeah. So if we import like crazy, that means there's a lot of money to be made. So you, as a person who's probably sitting there and you're wondering, how can I make money from this import? And Anthony, as we talk about import, export, come to us and say you want to become a referral partner. Yeah, we'll give you a form. You'll fill up as a referral partner. A salesperson. You'll be an independent salesperson, and all you'll be doing is looking for market. Then we do the back office for you, and you make your cash. So whether you're in Kisumu, you're in Mombasa, you are in whichever county, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is just send an email, say, I'm interested in becoming part of your partner, then we'll train you. However, the training, you need to go to my bio. I'll train you on how to be able to prepare to become a salesman in the export space, export and import. Can you imagine if a guy was importing a container worth maybe 10 mic? The cost of importing that container would be about maybe $3,000 to $4,000. Now, what is 10% of $3,400? It's like $300. That's money you make for free. Yeah. And what have we done? All you have done is build a connection, and we will help you. Then you make money. If it's somebody selling exporting a ton, maybe 20-foot container of flowers into another market abroad. Now, can you imagine? You get 10%. You know how much it costs to export flowers? One charter is about $50,000 to $60,000. If you make 10% of that, how much is that? That's serious cash. So if you're looking at growing your business, you're growing yourself and making money, and as a product. And remember what we say: there are two people who make money: a salesman and the owner of the business. A salesman makes a lot of cash because of commission, and the owner of a business, of course, because of profit. So if you want to grow yourself and you're looking at other opportunities, TMX is going to offer that for you. So go to my bio. click community, because it'll be part of community, and then you send an email to us and then say you're interested, and then one of my offices will send you a form. You fill up a form, and now you say you want to be part, so that we log into your system, we know that you're part of our team, and then we'll be able to start helping you be able to make money, and we'll train you on how to look out for opportunities for export. Once again, we are building a community for you to be able to make money as a salesman, an independent salesperson, and you'll make money using TMX as your platform. Once again, Anthony Njoroge Njenga, we want to help you make cash. Thank you, and God bless. Exhibition. In our last podcast, and of course, you heard what Stephanie was talking about Indonesia and the opportunity that there are in Indonesia, that we have catfish. Those guys have catfish that cannot even, they have a huge supply, and they don't even know where to take that catfish. And can you imagine that catfish can come to Kenya? Kenya has a problem of fish. We don't have enough supply of fish, white meat especially. Yeah? That's one big opportunity. Now, they were saying the Kenyans, they want us to export hides to Indonesia because they have big demand. And because you remember Indonesia has 280 million in population. Yeah. Now, there's also an opportunity for guys to get what's called. They have flying schools in Indonesia, so that means there's an opportunity for you to be trained as a pilot. And now, they are also getting scholarships for pilots and other products. Now, because of that, and there are more and more other things we see in terms of interaction and seeing the partnerships in terms of Indonesia and Kenya. We said we are going to have we are going to be traveling to Indonesia, but we are moving the date from April to November. Why are we moving to November? Because November is where we have a big expo, and it's for you to be ready. Now, if you are interested in going to Indonesia for the expo, remember, if you are parent and you're looking at a country where your child can be trained and can get a lot of sponsorship, you need to visit Indonesia. If you're looking at exporting hides and skin and meat to Indonesia, it could be a great opportunity. If you're looking at going into the charter space or aircrafts, you can be able to go to Indonesia. They have a huge opportunity for spices. They are big, like Samsung is done in Indonesia. So a lot of things you can do in Indonesia now. The thing about it is you need to prepare. Now, we are in the month of March. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So you have 8 months to prepare. Unaweza hata anza kufanya ulipa mdogo mdogo, so you can be able to prepare for that exhibition. When you go there, you're ready and are ready to explore, and then you probably have a week or two in Indonesia, travel and see people and see how you can be able to support whether you're looking, whatever support you need, exchange business with the Indonesians, build a network. Remember, your network is your net worth. So there'll be a good opportunity. So November is why we are going to Indonesia, so prepare. So if you're interested, and then let's start talking and see how we can be able to support you to be able to travel with us and see what is in need for you. Remember, as I said, they have a 280 million population. There's a lot you can do with them. Once again, if you want to go to Indonesia, we're here to support you, and go to my bio and click exhibitions, and we're going to be able to help you get there. Once again, Anthony Njoroge Njenga, let's go to Indonesia.